Welcome to the very start of our new handmade candle business.
I'm Imogen and this is my dad, Alan.
So Imogen, when we've been out shopping, she's wanted to buy like the scented candles that you see in all the department stores. And I've been a bit reluctant to buy them because you might already know they're made really cheaply and the materials aren't so good. So if you light them at home, they give off a lot of soot and just general nasties that is best not to breathe in. So I thought, why not? Let's make our own candles out of better materials and ingredients. And also for probably as long as you remember, Imogen's sort of used to me running my own handmade business around my day job, and I make kids art and photo displays. So you've been wanting to start your own business as well, haven't you? So I thought, let's combine the two and have a go at selling the candles that we make. So we've never made candles before, so we'll learn together and see what happens. So we thought we would share our entire journey with you as a record for you to look back on, and also it might help you or give you a few laughs along the way. So the first step for us anyway, because we're sharing on YouTube, is we had to come up with the company name. So I did a lot of searching online, and it was important to be able to have the domain name. Do you know what domain name is? Domain names when on the internet, when you type in the www.whatever.com or .co.uk, there's loads of endings. That's the address you put in online to get to someone's website, like a shop. So it was important to have the domain name matching our YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, and so on, just because it's a good idea to have that consistency. When people look for you, wherever they are, they'll put in your company name and find you. So it's best just to have one name. Anyway, a lot were taken, but I thought it'd be fun to have a play on words and use Imogen's name. So we came up with Imocent, which is obviously first part being Imogen and then scent. So we didn't want to necessarily say candles or anything, because in future you might want to do other things that smell nice but aren't candles. Yeah, so luckily imocent.com was available. So we went for that. And before we move on, it's a good idea to check the name you're going for doesn't already belong to someone else and they haven't registered it already as a trademark.
Choosing the name was the easy part, but because we didn't have any equipment, we had to buy it all.
Yeah, so Imogen's been itching to unbox it all, so let's start and see what we've got. So it's just behind you. Do you want to open this bag?
This.
I have no idea what that is. Can I open it up? Oh, long handled spoons. So that's for mixing your wax up. So I think the only thing we can use are like some scales, but everything else we had to, so jug for mixing your wax in. And then I think these are jars. I'll tell you what, you open the, should we cut it open?
Yeah.
You open that one, I open this one. I think these are all the same. It's really well wrapped, isn't it? Put that in there. What's this? Ah, I know what this is now. It's a little glass beaker.
Ooh.
So we can measure out the fragrance oils. And I think that's just a bigger version.
Yeah.
Move that away.
Is it glass?
Yeah, so open it carefully. That's why it's been packaged so well, so that it didn't smash. And there's a bigger one. 2 sizes. Okay, what else have we got?
Can you put it inside?
Yeah, if you like. Might not come out anymore, but let's have a look. You going to take something? Right, what's in here? Oh, wicks.
What's that?
You know what wicks are for? That's the bit you light
Oh, yeah.
on the candle. So we need to test out a whole load of different types. So it seems every time you have a new container, a new wax, and a new
So you put one of
fragrance,
these,
you have to put it in.
thing goes all the way down.
So the metal bit sticks to the bottom of your, well, pretend this is a candle jar, sticks to the bottom of that, and then you pour your wax in, and then we'll trim. Obviously these are really long, but we'll trim it down because you don't need it to be poking out too much. And then they're different sizes, and we'll have to test them and see which one makes the best candle. And these, guess what those are? You know
Are
what it
these
is?
wooden strips?
Yeah, they're wooden wicks. So we'll have a go with them as well. And they're supposed to give like a crackling sound. I don't know if you can reach that one. Yeah, let's get around, reach that one. And this one is...
It's heavy.
Oh, do you know what that is?
No.
This is actually for cooking, but we use it for wax. It's a bain-marie, or like a double boiler. So you put your wax in there and you put water. I think this opens up. Yeah, you put water in there. So instead, you know when you've melted chocolate before, you have to put it in like a jug and then put that in the pan so it doesn't burn the chocolate. It's the same for wax. It can't be too hot, so you put it in this. And then this goes in a hob, so we don't need to splash around with water. And then this, yeah, I'll just pop that out. Right, don't look into there. This is...
Is it a laser?
It is a thermometer. So when you point it at, if you pull the trigger, it tells you the temperature, 23 degrees. So when you're melting your wax, or checking it to make sure it's ready to pour, you can tell the temperature. And I think we'll be getting some normal thermometers as well. Oh, do you want to open that?
Yeah.
You've seen that before, but you can show everyone. When I get this.
It's a lighter.
Yeah, so instead of matches, oh, that's to charge it. This is a little, careful, a little electronic lighter to light the candles with. That's just for fun. Obviously you can just use matches, but thought with the testing we'll be getting through a lot of, hang on, it's a really strong tape, I just need to, right, be careful with these. What do you think these are, Imogen?
Scents?
Yeah, so these are the fragrance oils, so don't open them yet, but what's that one? This one's like a coconutty one. What's that one? Chocolate croissant kind of one. Coffee, mocha coffee. So eventually you can blend your own, but I thought to start with, Beach Paradise. To start with, we'll just test out some ready-made ones. Yeah, so these are in nice bottles because we have some others that came in plastic bottles, but I've had to keep them in a bag because these are really strong and I can smell them even. So we've got a few different scents. I know, you can smell it through the bag. So we've got a few different scents to get started with. Gonna grab another bag. Oh, the most important thing, gonna grab the wax.
Yeah. It's quite heavy.
It's quite heavy, so To start with, we're going to try out some Golden Wax 464, but this is the made in Europe version. So it's made in Sweden, 100% non-GMO soy wax. And hopefully it will work out, because it'd be nice to me anyway, the whole idea of a handmade business is
This what candles are like when they're hard.
Well, candles aren't in flakes, but they just make it in flakes so that you can scoop out the amount
Like
you
the
need.
hard bit.
Yeah, it can come in blocks as well. So if you bought more, they'll send you big slabs of it and you just chuck it in to melt. But because this is a small bag, it's kind of in flakes. Let's pop that down there. Do you want to grab anything else? So while Imogen's grabbing the next thing, so my thoughts on a handmade business anyway was that it's better to support kind of local suppliers. So I don't think in the UK, oh yeah, I forgot to say, we're based in Surrey in the UK, in case you're wondering. But I don't think there's any wax makers or wax that's manufactured in the UK. I might be wrong, let us know if there is, but when I saw that wax is made in Sweden, I thought, oh, that's quite good. It's not so far away. What is that?
It's double packaged.
Double package. Another bag in the bag. Ah, okay. These are little wick stands. So if we pretend this is our candle jar, you put this in, and it just holds the wick nicely in the middle while you're wax. Yeah, so that it's nicely in the middle while the wax hardens again. Oh, that's really well bagged.
It's a box and a...
You know what these are? These are wax. These are wick stickers. So you stick that on the bottom here, a metal bit, and then you stick that in to your jar.
So it stays on the bottom.
Yeah, so it sticks it in the middle. Otherwise, when you pour in your wax, it's going to jiggle around everywhere.
Impossible to open.
Ah. These are special. How do these work? Oh, look, little wick trimming scissors.
What a witch.
So when your wick burns
So
down, you
like-
just trim it. Look a bit odd angle.
They're like scissors.
Yeah, it is scissors. They are scissors, but they're for.
They're really long.
Oh, I think these are more.
And more packaging.
Even the.
No.
Oh look, these are more of these wick holders. Let me tell you. Let me help you. Same, I don't think I'm doing much better. All right, some jars.
Are
So
these tin?
yeah, I don't know if you like these or not, but they are 8-ounce jars.
They're quite nice.
But we need to start with something. And I think these are smaller versions. So just to try.
Smaller. These are quite small.
Yeah, so that's. Yeah, and then these are 4-ounce jars. So. And then, yeah, eventually you can. There's so many different jars and tins and stuff, you can decide what you like. Anything else? I think there's one more bag down there. Oh, there's another bag there.
This,
No, in your hand. Yeah. Should cut that open.
I don't.
You did. I'll open this one. Whoa.
That's big.
It is. Open it. So those are aprons. So there's like a kid's apron and adult apron for me. So when you've got hot wax and all these smelly oils, you don't want them to get onto your clothes because I don't think they will come off. So we'll have aprons, and then those ones we can sublimate, so we can print out either your logo or your name. And
Another jug.
yeah, I think I've got some different sizes depending on how much you're making. So we're just I think these are actually for coffee shops for steaming milk, but they'll work. They're stainless steel, so they'll work for our wax, to melt your wax, and you can measure out your fragrance oil and pour it in that box. They're more beakers, more measurings, beakers.
Is that a big bag full of boxes?
No, oh, you can open that.
Is this to hold the candle?
No, that's to hold what's in here. Come out the bottom. So do you know what that is?
Do you put it on the candle so you can pour the wax into there?
No, it's not for... This is actually another thing used in cooking. I won't fix that together at the moment. I'll just do it like that. But there's a stand, and you you pour your wax. You pour your wax into here, and when you're filling your jars, you pull this lever, and a bit of wax comes out. And then when you let go of the lever, it stops. So you can just go plop plop plop.
Because it blocks the hole.
Yeah, it blocks the hole. So that's used in cooking for like things like batter, like I don't know if you're making donuts or something.
It's a lot of stuff.
I know. I was thinking. Apparently, you don't need that much stuff to start candle making, but to me, it seems like a lot of stuff. Oh, so this is just another. This is a bigger size. You can see in a picture. Oh.
And there's a mini box.
Yeah, that's just a bigger version of the wax dispenser, batter dispenser. And I think this is the last box. Switch my notes back on. So yeah, let us know if we've missed anything. So in the next couple of days, we're going to have a go at actually making our first candles. So I think if we're missing anything, we'll know about it, won't we?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little baby beaker. Yeah. So measuring scales I already have, so we'll just use those.
This is smaller.
Different sizes. Yeah. So sometimes you might just want to add a little bit of oil if you're making like a small testing. And if you want to make loads of candles, then you can use a bigger beaker and then pour in more.
So you can
So I think that is
This is cool.
everything. All right, you excited? It's a lot of stuff, isn't it? I have to find somewhere to put it. Right, so thanks for watching our first vlog. Give us a thumbs up if you've got some value out of this. And as I said earlier, we want to try and show all our journey, or as much as we can, the highs and the lows. Hopefully you've got some beginner's luck, but I'm sure it's going to take a bit of testing before we can have candles that we can sell. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun, testing out all the different smells and waxes and beakers and jars. Follow along our journey. Please subscribe so that you see our latest videos when we publish them. You see our latest videos when we publish them. Anything else from you? No? All right, we'll leave it there and we'll see you in the next one. And we'll put a link to the next video, which is going to be, what do you think the next one's going to be?
Making our first candle.
Making our first candles. All right, until then, bye.